Alrighty, what is up everybody? We are looking at one that we've actually been tracking for some time now. If you watched the last video, if you're subbed to the channel, then you'll know these drawings here was our prediction from last time. We said, if we break to the upside, it's going to look something like this upper blue line, and we may top out here. If we break to the downside, it may look like something like this line here, in which we bottom out and maybe find support here. Right, so you see we took the ladder here, and it almost perfectly, now this doesn't happen very often, but almost perfectly followed our line. So if you haven't, you can go back and you can watch the video when we were here. We charted this, set our lines, and we're following it really, really perfectly, so that's awesome. So let's go ahead and remove all drawings and get a fresh look at what's going on right here, right now. Okay, so we came up, and the first thing we're going to look for is any divergence, and I'm going to do this live. Usually I look for these divergences before I go into the video, but I know some of you request that I do them live, so you guys can actually see what I see when I'm looking at the chart. So the first thing I see is I'm looking for, why did we bump up right here? Well, I can see this divergence here. We had bullish price action, so we were making higher lows, but we managed to form a lower low, which means while our price action was higher, our momentum indicator, we have more room to move up even though our price is higher. So that was a bullish indicator right there, and we moved up off of it. You can also tell our stochastic was all the way down here. So let's take a look. We had a downward move right here. And let's see, yet we were still showing bullish. Okay, so higher lows there, lower lows here. Yes, that's a terrible line, but it is what it is. And then we had higher lows here, lower lows there, which speaks to the down. Now, right now, off of this, I'm looking for a downtrend unless I see something that counters that, further along in the price move. And if we have a recent indicator that cancels out this last trend that we saw here, which we do actually right here. So I'm going to remove all these past drawings. Our most recent indicator, okay, is going to show us from here to here. So let's see, make sure I catch the bottom of that. From there to there. Okay, but we have this guy. Let me grab, going from here to here and actually dipping into the oversold. So this right here looks bullish, along with strong, not really strong, but tight consolidation on our MACD. You see our 12 and our 26 are just continuously going above, going under. All right, so tight consolidation. And again, this is on the 4-hour time chart, so we're taking a bit of a broader look at things. So the first question most people ask me is right now a good time to buy? And my answer to that would be no. Now, their next question is, well, if you were going to buy, when would you buy? Now, to answer that question, I'm going to grab a Fibonacci retracement. We're going to grab the lowest point in this buy impulse that we have charted and the highest point up here where we touched 113.8, right? So what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for the price action. Before I get in, I'm going to look for the price action to touch 52 cents. Now, once it does that, I'm going to be looking for a couple other things. And this is why, the subscribers, this is why you guys are here. You guys are watching this continuous update that we put out. Right, and I know, I'm sorry, I was on vacation for about a week and didn't post, but we're back, and we're going to be going strong, as well as in the Discord channel. Those call-outs are going to be flowing again as well. So first target is 528. Now, once we hit 528, I'm going to be looking at a few things. Where's my stochastic? Is it in the mid-range? Is it low range? Is it overbought range, right? What is my MACD doing, and what is it doing on the lower time frames? I'd go down and analyze the 1 hour, which we will look at here in a minute as well, as we kind of, we're flirting with this 50-day moving average, and we want to see if we can break above it. Now, another thing is you'll notice my RSI looks a little different as it's just at the 50. Okay, so if we're above the 50, that means we're in an uptrend. If we're below the 50, that means we're in a downtrend. You can see right now we are right on the center line, which means we are neither trending up nor trending down. We are range bound, and we can actually graph that. We can use this bottom line here at 5.2. We can use this upper Fibonacci retracement line at 7.6, and I can say, okay, we are fairly channel bound between the 7.6 and the 5.2 right now. Now, if you're a scalper, if you're a day trader, you can happily take this 10 to 15% between the channel, sell out, buy in, sell out, buy in. But if you're one of the longer term holders, which I know a lot of you are, we have a lot of the Nucypher family in this channel, so there's a bunch of you in here. We would need to break this down a little further to see if we have potential of breaking out of this range right now, or if that's something we're just going to be stuck in for a minute, right? So again, we're kind of approaching the top of this range here. We have a stochastic that is in a downtrend. We have a MACD that is crossing down below, and we have a Wilder's index that is flirting right with this downtrend line. Now, the one thing we want to look for is any divergences. Okay, we can see right here we made a higher low up here, and we can see we did the same thing on the index. No divergence there. You can see back here we made a lower low, and the same thing happened on our Wilders. So there's no divergence saying yes, you're going to pump up. The only thing that the technicals are saying right now is you're going to be range bound, and matter of fact, this looks to be moving back down to about the 55-cent mark. So I would not be buying Nucypher right now. Okay, let us, however, go look at the 1 day to see if we can get a broader look at what is going on. Okay, so when we go and look at the 1 day, I am still waiting for this move down to about 5.2 to 5.3. Right back around here. Okay, so I guess that's say 5.47. Now on this daily indicator, it does look like we have a few bullish signals. Our stochastic is at the very, very low oversold range and has been for quite a while. Our MACD took this massive dip down where the 12 was under the 26 for an exponential amount of time, and we see that it looks like we're about to cross up. Now we already know on the 4 hour and 1 hour the MACD is consolidating, so this is actually a very bullish signal on the 1 day chart. We do see that we dipped down here on the 1 day, but one thing I want to show you is this massive, and I do mean massive, bullish divergence between basically the start of this impulse to where we are now. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And on the Wilder's index, we see we have a lot more room to move up than we did even at the beginning of this impulse. So on the daily range, if you are a long-term holder, this is strong bullish signal. If you are a short-term scalper, someone who plays in and out multiple times in the day, I believe your range is between 5.9 and 7. I believe we may find ourselves range bound for a little bit as our Wilder's index could potentially cool down to the 25 to 30 range, right? So do I believe we are going to go below this 5.4 mark? No, I do not, but I do believe we may touch it again, in which case I would be in. Now, where is this going to retrace to? Well, let's take the beginning of this impulse and let's actually take it right back here to the top of this impulse. Okay, and we can see between this 5.4 mark and this 50-cent mark, we do have support. So I'm going to put another line right there, and, okay, let's just do that. I'm going to put another line right there, and then I'm going to remove this. So now we have these two lines right here, which create my perfect buying conditions, which means if we do dip down into here, this is where I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to buy between 50 cents and 54 cents. Now we're going to take a look at both sides, if it goes up and if it goes down. If it goes down, my stop loss is going to be this 50-cent line. If we break down below it and we show a clear break below, clear break meaning we break below, we retest and continue lower, I am stopped out and I'm entering a short position. Now, if we break above this, what is the actual price target? Where could Nucypher go on its next move up? So we're going to throw a Fibonacci extension on here, taking point A, start of the impulse, point B, where the impulse ended up, and point C, where we retrace to currently, right? So, and I'm going to use where we're at right now Okay, because there's no guarantee this is going to go down. And if this does not go down, if this happens to break above this point right here at 739, I am hopping back in because I believe the next stop is going to be right around this 118 mark and potentially to the 78% retracement at 135. And if you're riding this from 73 or 72 up to 135, you've almost got a double, right? You've almost got 100% gainer on your hands. So while I do believe that down here where we are right now, let me take us back to, say, the 1 hour. Let me take the chart here. While this 1 hour does show a slight downtrend, I do not believe this trend will go lower than this 55 cents. If it does reach down into the 50 cents, I will buy long. If it breaks below the 50 cents, I'm selling short. Now my target on the upside, if it breaks above 7.3, I am going long with a target of, 118 to 135. Right, so there is the current update on Nucypher. If you would like a chart analyzed, leave that ticker symbol in the description below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you want the most up-to-date callouts you can possibly get revolving around this channel, the Discord link will be down there as well. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. No FOMO, no panic selling. Make sure you always have at least 2 justifications or valid reasons as to why you are entering or exiting any position. See you later, guys.